Do you think Usman Nurmagomedov will be champ in the UFC when Islam moves division or retires? I don't even know if the UFC will sign him. They might do, but I don't know. PFL might want to keep him. Right, I genuinely have to go and handle this cooking. So I need to be back in a few minutes. You're so for donating. Just ban him while I'm gone. I'm not even joking, you guys. Sorry. I was literally, forgot all about you. Sorry. Forgot all about you. Forgot all about you, dude. All about the member stream. I was sat there. I put my chicken back in. I flipped it all over, basically, to the other side. And I was just sat there in my kitchen, like, watching my chicken cook. I completely forgot that I had a members stream running. As soon as I thought of it, I just started laughing to myself in my kitchen. My bad. The chicken's done, basically, as well. Oh, man. Am I crazy for thinking that Moicano has no shot beating Benoit Saint Denis? No, I think he does. I think he really does. I've been watching some Benoit fights back, and I'm like, okay, Ishmael Bonfirm's not all that. Fravola's not all that, and he was taking down Benoit Saint Denis. Benoit Saint Denis is good, but yes or no, chat, he's one of the worst styles of fighters to be coming off of a TKO loss. Same thing with Yuri, in a way, right? I thought Turner would have... I don't know. I knew Moicano could win that, but it's dangerous, isn't it? These are dangerous matchups, and Moicano keeps winning them. I thought Dober would beat Moicano. Is Jamahal Hill aware that you called him a for standing with Pereira? He's aware. Dude, Jamahal Hill messaged me after the Pereira loss, trying to talk, and I was like, oh, I don't even know right now. He messaged me, and I was like, fuck, I don't know what energy this talk is going to be. So I kind of blew it off a bit. But then we spoke afterwards. It was like, okay, we'll talk at some point and do some kind of interview. But we're still cool. Hill would message me and say, you're a fucking bitch if he wasn't cool with it. He's got to understand that I've got to keep it real with the fan base, you know? You have to understand that. He knows you say it how you see it. Yeah. I'll interview Hill when he's making his comeback. We just assuming Paddy will do an interview for free. He must. There's no way Paddy's going to turn this one down, guys. 200 quid, you mushroom? What do you mean? Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not paying Paddy Pimblett. He won't charge me that. No way he will. Ask him if he still thinks aerials are... I don't know if he said that. Oh, Paddy, yeah, maybe I will rile up some aerial stuff. But what I should maybe do for that one is, like, have him on the week before fight week. Because if it's on fight week, he's probably not going to want to say too much crazy shit, right? Because they're very to themselves on fight week, you know? They're very tucked in terms of what they want to say and how they want to let loose and, you know? You know you're going to have to interview Molly as well? No, I'm not, dude. No way. That would be a jump scare and a half, dude. Molly jumps on the screen. I'd literally end the interview. That'd be the viral clip. Definitely, dude. Molly jumps in. What's up? And I'm just... immediately. Leave the Zoom call. The second she peers onto the screen. That'd be a viral clip, dude. That'd be all over the place. Fake freeze when Molly... Yeah. Molly is cool. I agree. But it's just funny to make fun of her, you know? Fake freeze. Yeah, that could work. Some fighters are too innocent for Guri. True. Someone told me to have Whitaker on, and I was like, no. Because I can't attach Whitaker to my name. You know what I mean? That's very wormy of me to do that, right? Give him the Tim Welch treatment. Yeah. Whitaker. Yeah, someone told me get Whitaker on, and I was like, no, dude, I can't have Whitaker on. He's too nice. Same with Arnold Allen. You know what I mean? They don't want to be associated to me. And they don't want to have to do all the research to find out what I've said and stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting tweeted at me saying, how can I get in contact with you for an interview on Zoom? But I don't know if I want to do an interview on Zoom, to be honest with you, because it's weird that you would comment that on this one. I feel like he might be up to something. Maybe one day I'll do an interview with him. That'll be all right. Thoughts on Brendan Allen being the most overranked fighter in the UFC? I wouldn't say that's true. Even though Brendan Allen's last performance wasn't too good, he's put in a nasty body of work. I wouldn't say that's true. I'd say Amir Al-Bazi is more disingenuously ranked or overranked than anyone else. I think he's at number 2 or 1 or some shit for a robbery against Kai Kara France. And that's it. That's the only good win he has. Do you think Michel Pereira is dumb for taking that fight? No, I think Michel Pereira's a G, dude. He's just staying active and getting fights. He's not dumb for taking the fight. Michel Pereira might as well fight. You know what I mean? He can't wait for a top contender. He's getting up there in age. He just wants to get paid. I think Michel Pereira is, 30 now? In the prime of his career, feeling healthy, no injuries. This would be his 3rd fight in 2024, and it'll be September. And he fought in October of 2023. So October 2023, he smoked Petrosky. Then he smoked Oleksiy Juk 5 months later. And then 2 months after that, he smoked Pereira. And now 4 months after that, he's going to try smoke Hernandez. And if he does, he's going to be looking for a top contender come the next year, which is insane. You have to be your tiny hands. I don't have tiny hands, man. I've measured my hands. I've measured my hands, and they're above average size for men, I'll have you know. So shut the fuck up, man. About tiny hands. I'm big in general, so my hands don't look big compared to me. Short fingers. I do have short fingers, yeah. But they're still, my length of my hand from like the bottom of the palm to the tip of the middle finger is still longer than average. Who the fuck measures their hands? I do, after everyone was saying it after my picture of DDP came out. I measured it in South Africa. I was like, hang on a second here. What is this new thing they're trying to roast me for? No way. I don't have small hands. You know what I mean? They're not massive, but they're pretty wide. I've got big thumbs. I just don't have long fingers. You know? If Pereira were to start Aspinall or Jones, where would you rank him all time? I don't know. I'd put him up there. If he smoked Aspinall and then Jones, I would actually put him at number 1 all time. Anyone disagree in chat? What do you think, chat? Yes or no? If Pereira beats Aspinall, Ankalaev, Aspinall, Jones, he's the greatest fighter of all time. Undeniable. And it would annoy me because in Adesanya can say I'm the one who slept him, which would really annoy me. But yeah. Thank you for the $5. If Stipe actually beats John and defends versus Tom, is he the GOAT? Where would you rank him? I don't know. Thank you for the $5. If Stipe actually beats John and defends versus Tom, is he the GOAT? Where would you rank him? Yeah, he's heavyweight GOAT. I don't think he'd be the GOAT of the sport, but he would be the heavyweight GOAT, cemented for sure. Over Fedor. Who would take over Fedor? I think Stipe could beat John, you know. I'm starting to think that more and more. Is anyone else? I don't think he will. But now I'm starting to think it a bit more and more. Like, hang on a second. Stipe might not get finished and then tricky his way into it. You know what I mean? Like, crafty his way in. He could win. Like, Jones is susceptible. He's very beatable. I think Jones is going to win. I think Jones will probably submit him in the 1st or 2nd round. Or TKO him to ground and pound from, like, a dominant position. But if Stipe survives it, like, I could see it getting kind of interesting, dude. It is a heavyweight fight at the end of the day, and Stipe is good. In his prime, he could do some damage. I don't think now, but I'm not going to be nerves-free for John Jones in that fight, right? I'm not going to go in there thinking, oh, let's just get this over with. Like, I'll be thinking, okay, here we go. Let's see what Stipe's got. Like, there will be a bit of a buzz on Stipe having a shot. Because Stipe has one-punch power. He does. Thank you for the $5. Dimitri Chukwan. Isn't Jones an easier matchup for Pereira than Aspinall? I rewatched the Jones-Reyes fight, and he leaves himself open. He's also been crazy inactive. Easier matchup for Pereira than Aspinall. Yes, he actually is, yeah, because Aspinall's a lot faster to get things to the ground if he wants to, whereas Jones has to have a bit of a slower shot. And Jones doesn't have the ability to sleep Pereira on the feet. So Pereira on the feet wouldn't have to be worried about getting KO'd by Jones, because Jones, despite being on PEDs for his entire career, has never dropped an opponent once with his hands ever, and never dropped an opponent. So he's dropped an opponent. I think he dropped Rashad with an elbow and then obviously DC, but it was overturned to a no contest. But he's never dropped an opponent with a punch ever in his entire career, despite being on performance-enhancing drugs. So Pereira wouldn't have to worry about a stand-up or being finished in the stand-up as much. So he could focus more on the takedown defense. Whereas Tom Aspinall, he has to worry about being slept out cold with one punch and also being taken down. Even if the takedowns, you can argue, wouldn't be as good. Still has to worry about both. Fat typing. I'm typing a lot. I'm sorry. I do type fast.